first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Hart, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcon.
First down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Algier down inside the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Fields on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Handing it off, right side, Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Check 4, 38.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Hart, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Again, Fields. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Now Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the
Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. And complete to Drake London.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10.
Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. from 21 yards away.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
43 rail. 13. You can't block me. You can't block me. Blue striker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right.
That's brought in downfield by London.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Nice 13, nice 13. He's coming, he's coming.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Now
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half two.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Check. Check 52 blaster. Ready.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Fields now to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
And he comes back with one complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fields throwing again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Breece Hall, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after here coming up. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Jets 28, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's Fields. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw here. Throw, but the catch is made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. It's been long.
They're going to try and throw.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Tens the mic, tens the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Back to the air. Fields on second down.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the 50, here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
This pass caught by Hamler. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Back to throw. Fields. They're going right back to Hamler.
Touchdown, Jets.
KJ Hamler.
32 yards.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 42-0.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hart.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contour, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hart. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
I know he ain't got it. 41 Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On first down, right back to Hall.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike, check. 59. They can't hang with us. Mike.
To throw is Fields.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 59.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 13. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Blue striker. Hey, red.
Mike 13. Out of here. Mike 13. He's coming.
Green jacket.
He can't hang.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Switch gears. Switch.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike the 59. 59 is Mike. Check 59.
Here's Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter.
And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.